Sales is often treated like the engine of growth. If sales improves, the business grows. If sales stalls, everything else gets examined. But sales isn't the engine, it's the indicator. Sales performance reflects the conditions created upstream. When demand is healthy, sales feels calm and efficient. When demand is weak or chaotic, sales becomes tense and improvisational. This is why trying to fix sales rarely works for very long. Sales sits downstream of all the decisions that have already been made about positioning, messaging, audience, consistency. By the time sales is involved, buyers have already formed opinions and expectations and doubts. Sales didn't create those conditions, but it inherits them. In aviation, this is especially pronounced. Buyers are informed and cautious and deliberate. They research quietly, they talk to peers, they form shortlists long before they reach out to you. When demand is unclear, those early impressions are scattered or contradictory. When demand is strong, those impressions are all aligned. Sales simply reveals which one is true. When demand comes first, sales changes character. Conversations start warmer. Buyers arrive more educated. Questions are more specific. Price discussions feel steadier and more expected. Not because sales suddenly got better, but because the ground was better prepared. When demand comes second, then sales is asked to do impossible work. It has to generate trust and clarity and urgency in real time when they're toe to toe with a prospect. That pressure doesn't sharpen sales, it makes it more defensive. This is where many companies misread the situation. They see sales struggling and they assume that more effort is the answer. More cold calls, more urgency, more outreach, more closing techniques. But effort applied downstream can't compensate for the confusion upstream. Demand is what makes sales feel fair, fair to the buyer, fair to the salesperson, fair to the business. When demand does its job, sales doesn't have to push. It just has to be that last handshake in the process.